Tonight, we have your trick-or-treat team coverage as kids in costumes hit the streets and downtown business zones.
Plus, Shasta County is doing things differently this election cycle. We'll hear from election officials about a recent visit from the Secretary of State representatives.
And new developments in a school threat in Glenn County. What we're learning about the person police say is responsible for the scare.
Covering Northern California. You're watching Action News Now. Coverage you can count on.
Happy Halloween, and it was another successful treat street in downtown Chico, wrapping up right now for the event this evening.
And you've got cat ears on. Happy
costume,
Halloween.
yep.
Well, Action News Now reporter Emilio Del Carpio joins us now from downtown. Emilio, it all wrapped up, but like every year, it sounds like it was a really fun event.
Yeah, it's all wrapped up right about now, but today, it was about, there was a lot of costumes, a lot of candies, a lot of families out having fun, and it's a tradition that goes back 25 years. I was at Bat Comics and Games with owner Trent Walsh, who has been part of Treat Street since the very first one, handing out comics, candies, and even Pokemon cards to hundreds of kids each year. Walsh says that events like this help connect local families and businesses, making Halloween a fun and busy day for downtown. Treat Street may be over for the day, but it brought a lot of energy, big crowds, and a huge Halloween spirit to downtown. Live from Chico, Emilio Del Carpio, Action News Now.
Thanks, Emilio. Trick-or-treaters in Oroville are taking advantage of what's called Museum Mile to quench their sweet tooth and learn a little as they go.
Yeah, that's right. And Action News Now reporter Bea Barbosa is there live. Bea, Oroville is a city rich in history.
That's right, Haley. I am here on Montgomery Street in Oroville, where trick-or-treaters are stopping by museums to get candy, but also to learn something new. There's about half a dozen museums partaking in this event. And again, you don't got to be a kid to participate. As long as you're wearing a costume, they will give you candy. Now, I talked to one trick-or-treater who has been waiting to put her Halloween costume on since last Christmas. Are you having fun?
Yeah.
What do you like about this event?
Yeah.
Why are you having fun?
And I'm doing with the pumpkins.
Aniston told me she loves her Dorothy costume because she likes the Wizard of Oz. Reporting live in Oroville, Bea Barbosa, Action News Now.
Okay, Bea. Oh, I see so many trick-or-treaters, a giant banana behind you. Have fun out there. And yeah, it's been a gorgeous day. And here's a gorgeous look at our Halloween Friday evening, looking live over Alert California's Round Mountain camera in Shasta County. Look at that,
You
Alan.
can see Mount Shasta way out there, and the sunset's happening just in about 3 minutes from now. And Howie's tracking the conditions for us as everyone gets set to go out and be safe, but also enjoy the evening, Howie.
Absolutely. If this was a week ago, we had showers. If this was 5 days in the future, not too good, but we are right in the middle of just beautiful weather for Halloween and beyond. And right now, sitting in the mid to upper 70s in the valley, above average, 59 in El Churras, Chester 65, Weaverville at 62. So anywhere you look in the area right now, absolutely beautiful. Again, with the winds on the lighter side. Let's go. Winds, Simon says, Howie says. Next slide. Okay, doesn't want to go. Oh, there we go, finally. Okay, winds on the lighter side across the area. So, again, that's not really the spooky weather, but that spooky weather is on the way, and you see it up here to the northwest. Eventually, these storms move in with high pressure, vacating the area by the early to middle part of next week, where we could see potentially more than an inch of rain from Tuesday to Thursday in the valley, with snow at about 7,000 feet or higher. So we'll talk about the spooky weather in a little bit, but for now, enjoy the awesome weather.
Yeah, thanks, Howie.
Well, Shasta County has a new plan in place to count your votes for this special election, though there's no official approval from the Secretary of State yet. I spoke with Brent Turner today, the Assistant Registrar of Voters, to see where things stand on implementing the new prototype voting process system. The big change, according to Turner, is a batch count prior to and after tabulation. Turner told me representatives for the Secretary of State did come to Reading to check things out recently. He says they did advise some adjustments, like fixing an issue with election observer screen pixelation. But he says that's all they were there for.
They don't approve election plans. The Secretary of State's office, but that's not clearly stated.
Who does?
The local registrar of voters along with county council. And it's not an approval in the strict sense. We are just very careful to make sure that we're operating within the elections code.
I reached out and the Secretary of State's office told us, quote, "Our office can confirm that staff has visited to observe the county's new processes. Our office has not approved any proposed plans. We are continuing discussions with the county." Now, they didn't answer my question regarding whether that approval is mandatory. We're going to keep working to find out. Well, an election day, keep in mind, is next Tuesday, November 4th. And right now, Butte County has 2 voter assistance centers open. One is at the Hall of Records on Nelson Avenue in Oroville, and the other at the Chico Family Masonic Center on East Avenue in Chico. They are open 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. 3 more will be open tomorrow at Chico State's BMU, the Butte County Fairgrounds in Gridley, and the Paradise Veterans Memorial Hall. All of the centers will be open on Election Day, which is November 4th.
The investigation into a threat of violence against a Willows school is over. The Glenn County Sheriff's Office confirmed at 1:35 this afternoon that the threat was made against Willows Intermediate School, and the suspect, identified, is now in the custody of their parents. Investigators say a threat was overheard in the hallway at the school. The Sheriff's Office is not disclosing the specifics of what that threat was, which they determined following a threat assessment to not be credible.
We immediately dispatch deputies out to interview the reporting party, collect any additional information as far as people that may be involved, potential suspects, and then obviously conduct those interviews and then immediately work with school officials to identify, has this person had any issues in the past?
The threat was made against Willows Intermediate School. The Glenn County Sheriff's Office had law enforcement agencies stationed at all 4 of the schools at one point in the day. New at 6, a Shasta County man charged with attempted murder in what prosecutors describe as a violent domestic violence incident pleaded not guilty today. Juan Ramon Avila is accused of punching the victim, then compressing the victim's spine, paralyzing them from the neck down. Avila is being held in the Shasta County Jail with bail set at $500,000. A preliminary hearing in the case is scheduled for November 13th.
Russell Rubin will spend 20 years in prison for a violent attack. The Shasta County DA says Rubin pleaded no contest to charges including assault and robbery. Prosecutors say he imprisoned and brutally attacked his victim in a hotel room. The victim escaped and ran to the hospital. The suspect in a Reading mass stabbing withdrew his not guilty by reason of insanity plea. Christopher Witcher is accused of stabbing and killing a woman near the Market Street Manor Motel. Police say he also stabbed 3 other people who survived. The Shasta County District Attorney says 2 independent doctors found he was sane at the time that he committed the crimes. Witcher will be back in court November 4th.
New at 6, an Italian restaurant in Reading will soon rebrand into a Mexican taqueria next month. Pasta Pronto, located at 2151 Market Street in downtown Reading, will rebrand into Tacos Las Espadas, which translates into 2 Swords Tacos. It'll feature classic meats like carnitas and pollo asado, while adding new items like fish tacos and ribeye steak tacos. The same family that currently owns Pasta Pronto will own the new taqueria as well. Its co-owner says what will set them apart from other Mexican eateries in Reading is cooking their meat on a charcoal barbecue grill.
We want to be different by using our charcoal grill because it brings a lot more different flavor to the meat. So we want to be more specific on the meat, like get the most texture out of it, the most juiciness out of it. So trying something different from the other restaurants. But once that sign is ready to go, we'll hopefully do the final touches and be ready to open.
Sierra says the restaurant's exterior will also get a makeover, going from black and red on the outside to blue. Pasta Pronto will close next Friday, November 7th, with the taqueria expecting to be open by Wednesday, November 12th. Quick turnaround. Smashing Pumpkins drew a big crowd today at Chico State. Not the rock band, but the gourd variety. We'll show you more next.
Plus, from a seedling to a giant pumpkin contest winner, we'll show you the amazing results of a local gardener's green thumb.